In the early years of the First World War, on the eastern front of Europe, stood a forgotten fortress. Osowiec Fortress was built in the 19th century by the Russian Empire in what is now northeastern Poland. Its purpose was simple: to block the German advance through the marshlands and protect Russia's western borders. When war broke out in 1914, the fortress quickly became a target. In September of that year, German forces launched their first major assault. For 6 consecutive days, heavy artillery pounded Osowiec. The bombardment was meant to crush the defenders and force a surrender. When the German infantry finally advanced, they expected an empty fortress. Instead, Russian artillery and infantry counterattacks met them head-on, forcing a rapid German retreat. Early in 1915, the Germans tried again. This time, they brought their most powerful weapons, 420mm siege cannons known as Big Bertha. Osowiec was bombarded relentlessly, even from the air. German commanders believed the fortress could not possibly survive. The Russian High Command shared this belief and ordered Osowiec to be held for only 48 hours after evacuation. But Osowiec did not fall. Despite massive destruction and severe casualties, the Russian garrison held out for months. Their artillery fire once again forced German guns to withdraw. By the summer of 1915, German forces were now under the command of Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg. This time, a different strategy was chosen: poison gas. The Germans knew the Russian defenders had no gas masks. On August 6, 1915, with the wind in their favor, chlorine and bromine gas was released toward the fortress. A dark green cloud rolled over Russian positions. Grass turned black, leaves yellowed and fell. Metal weapons were coated in a layer of green chemical residue. Entire Russian companies were wiped out within minutes. When the gas finally cleared, 14 German battalions, nearly 7,000 men, advanced to seize the trenches. What they encountered shocked them. From the ruins, the remaining Russian soldiers emerged. Their faces were burned by gas, their bodies wrapped in rags. They coughed blood and fragments of their own lungs, yet they charged. With bayonets fixed, exhales sharply, the survivors launched a counterattack. The sight was so terrifying that the German troops panicked. They fled, trampling each other and becoming entangled in their own barbed wire. Russian artillery and rifle fire followed, cutting down the retreating forces. 2 weeks later, the remaining Russian defenders evacuated Osowiec Fortress. The fortress was abandoned, but the story lived on. History would remember this moment as the Attack of the Dead Men.